This is being recorded, so if you're watching this somewhere else other than Women Creating Healthy Lives, my free Facebook community for women over 40, first of all, come and join us there. And also, yeah, that's where I'm doing this originally live. Note for those watching, hello when you drop on, make sure you say hello, talk to me in the comments, leave your comments, because for those watching live, I will be picking a name of over the 3 videos that I'm doing live, and someone will win my 6-week program. Okay, so you'll get it for free. You will win it. I will do a draw at the end of the 3 days. But that also means, hi, Stephanie, that you don't just jump on and jump off my Facebook Live. It's like, I want you here near till the end. And then I will write the names down. So make sure you let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. If you're watching the replay, do hashtag replay or I'm watching replay. Thank you very much. That is great. I'm just going to get a pen and paper. Got to write down those who are watching live. So exactly. Hello, Stephanie. Okay. Who else is watching? Anybody else? I see 3. So let me know you are here today. So this is going to be part. Oh, hi, Carlene. I got your email. Yes, you can get the replay. These videos will stay in this Facebook group only for about 3.5 days. Then they're going to come down. So if you want the recordings of the 3 videos, you need to let me know, because there's a link you just sign up to put on the email list where you will get the recordings. So that's what's involved. So let me know if you want the recordings, then I will give you the link for, it's a free sign up. You just sign up free. That way I have your email so that it can go. I can send you all the recordings once all 3 videos are done. Okay. I might be sending out 1 at a time, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's get started. I am going to share my screen because we are going to do a webinar type format for this one, at least, because there's a lot of fantastic information to be covered. I'm just going to let people know in this group that I am live if I can get into where I can actually post something. So sorry for all of this pre-stuff. Oh, create it. Oh, okay. I'm having a problem. Okay, let me just do it another way. Sorry, guys. I just need a minute here to let people know I'm live. It's not letting me post on in my own group. Oh, here it is. How are you ladies doing? How are you doing? Do you have any questions to start right away? Are you challenged by the food? Are you confused by the food? Okay, I just wanted to post in the group I'm live so everybody knows, that's all. Sometimes you can't see the live video. Okay. All right. So I'm going to start posting, sharing my video. Today we're talking about the food. Tomorrow is stress. And please do not think stress is not a big deal and that you don't need to follow. Oh my God, stress. If you are under consistent stress, you cannot lose the weight. You will not lose the weight. You cannot lose the weight. Okay, during this midlife phase. So stress is such a big one for you to understand. And we talked a bit about the hormones related to that too. So I really just want to hone in that stress is one to attend also. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. And let's get started. And for those who are live. So if you're watching the replay, you might want to attend my other 2 ones live so that you can get entered in the draw to win my 6-week program. Right now it's on for $497. In 3 days, it goes up to $597. Then it will go up to $697. Okay, so that's what is going to happen. All right. So we are talking about the food today. This is part of the 3-day masterclass about health, energy, and weight loss during the midlife phase. And if you are unaware or new to me, which you guess someone watching the replay could be, I have done many things. I've been a personal trainer. I've studied nutrition, hormones specific to this food time of life, yoga instructor, post-rehab conditioning specialist, raw food chef. I worked at a restaurant for 2 years, helped open up a vegan raw food restaurant. I worked as their chef for a couple of years. And so really, I started at a fitness center when I was 16, but I really started working out at the age of 19 and got into real health and wellness. It's kind of been my whole life. I've gone through many phases, and I started working with women through the midlife phase when I began going through it. And what I learned about my body, I was super fit. I used to do adventure races, workout. I was at a one-on-one personal training studio. So I used to work out with my clients. I was training 7 days a week, nonstop, all the time. I was mainly into strength training. So I had quite big muscles. I was super lean, great abs, the whole thing. And then I began to go through the midlife phase. And I started getting a lot of symptoms like memory problems, brain fog, can't concentrate, can't focus, muscle problems, extreme fatigue, muscle aches, soreness. Anyways, long story short, my injuries from when I was young got way worse. My body began to break down. I ended up in extreme adrenal fatigue. I had to see a naturopath. She said, I don't know how you're walking around. And at that time, I was doing personal training plus my own training. So I was forcing myself to stay awake during the day, and I was exhausted. So my body was breaking down in all areas because I thought I was eating healthy. I thought I was doing everything right. And here's the thing about stress that we will talk about tomorrow too. Stress will take you down. Stress will take you out. So even though exercise is good for us, when you're going through the midlife phase and stuff, right? When you don't feel hungry, you're good. Stephanie talked about that. When you're going through the midlife phase, your body's already going through some stress. Like it's going through stress. So it's added stress. Whatever your life's been like, that's added onto it. And so you're in overdrive, you're in overstress. Your body needs more rest, relaxation, minerals, nutrients during this midlife phase. And when you're doing too much, working too much, too many hours, doing too hard of exercise, your body will burn out and your blunt hormones will stop, like blunt hormone production. So greatly decrease your hormones producing properly, which of course brings you even more out of balance. Also, you cannot lose weight. So that all began to happen to me. And then I began to get the belly fat and the muffin top for the first time in my whole entire life. Besides being exhausted, really bad, severely digestive problems. It ended up that I had to get out of personal training. My body completely fell apart. And I couldn't do a personal training anymore. And I really began to having to take care of myself. Huge, big time. So that was kind of how I got into helping women through this phase. I've always been kind of helping women, health and wellness, right? But that was like, okay. So I started to learn. I told myself I was going to do every single thing I could and never give up until I felt better, till I lost the weight, till I felt better. So that began a journey. And at that time, there was zero people to help me. I was 43, 44. I'm 57, going on 58. Right? So this was many years ago. Christine Northrup was the only book really. There's a couple of books, Suzanne Summers in chapters on this midlife. And when I found out that's what I was going through, I just went on a deep dive journey and learned so much about hormones. I was always learning about nutrition. So I just dove into discovering what would work for me. And then I said I would help women with it. And I found what worked for me. I got down to actually 97 pounds at one time. So I found what worked, but I took it a little too far. And my body just kept losing weight. So I want to say something to you also. I did a lot of detoxing, water fasts, juice and smoothie cleanses, colonics, energy work. So detoxing big time. So if you have not even done any kind of detox, that's something you might want to consider. Absolutely. Need to clean out your body, right? You need to clean out your body and heal your digestive system. So anyways, I just always want to say that. And it does make a huge difference what you eat, which we're going to talk about today. But sometimes you need to do something extra for a while until your body is able. There's also liver. There could be a sluggish liver. And if you have a sluggish liver, it also will prevent you from losing weight. So those are just a couple things I want to say. It's not just about weight loss. It is about health. That's what we're talking about today. Purely health, wellness, the foods for health, right? Decrease inflammation, give you more energy, help your body to detoxify naturally, all of those things. So that's what we're going to talk about. But all right. So first of all, this is where you can find me, and you guys are already in Women Creating Healthy Lives. I also have YouTube. So 800 videos are over on YouTube. So check me out there. My website, have to say I don't update it much, but that's where I show my program content, right? Awareness, where are you now? This is what we're talking about, physically and emotionally, because this midlife phase not only hits us physically, but it's definitely emotional. It's definitely emotional. Lots of emotional problems. Changes, I should say. Every human being is the author of his or her own health and disease. I believe that 1000%. I believe we are completely 100% responsible for our health and wellness. Yes, we can catch things from other people, but if our body's strong and can fight it off, if we have a very strong immune system, then most likely we won't catch it. So the most important thing anybody can do is work on their health and their immune system. Positively 1000, especially now. You cannot rely on something. You need to have a strong being yourself, strong health, right? That's what will prevent. That's what will keep you safe. That's what will keep you healthy. Health is a state of body. Wellness is a state of being. So health also is emotion, right? Your emotions can affect your health. And that's a whole other topic. But I also want you to know that sometimes you can be eating the right things, but you've got too much stress, and your thoughts and your negative thoughts and your negative thoughts are toxic thoughts. They have energy. They can cause toxicity in your body. Your also thoughts create your reality. So all of this can be behind it too, right? So there's a lot to this. And in my programs, we talk about mind, body, soul. That's why I combine them together, because that is what's needed. There's no way you only need one thing. Okay. That's not holistic health. You want to be a holistic health as a whole being. Midlife weight, just a few things that cause it. Fat cells are responding to lower hormone levels when your body decreases producing the hormones. What happens is fat cells can produce around your midsection. Now, your adrenal glands, which are for produce stress, cortisol, adrenaline, which are your stress hormones. If they're overworked, like what I talked about, the stress, they cannot produce hormones properly. So fat, the body uses fat. And that's why so often we see so many, it's stress. If you were like all zen, and I know that means not really working or working very little, right? Now there's some women that you may see in midlife are like, how are they so amazing, right? They've changed their life. Like that means that they've gotten rid of the stressors. They're exercising the right way for this phase of life. They're eating the right kinds of foods for this phase of life. And therefore their body is able to produce hormones properly and in a balanced way, so their body doesn't get totally out of whack. And that's possible. There's cultures, not so much now, in the past that never did have many menopause symptoms. You don't have to. I proved it that I lost all the weight. You can too. You may do all the things that are required, or you may not be willing to. It's also, every body is different. Some bodies lose it, oh my God, just by changing what they eat. I've seen it. Absolutely. You'll see testimonials for that. Some bodies need extra. I needed all the cleansing and detoxing, to actually finally start to release the excess, because we hold toxins in fat. Okay. And if you have any liver issues, that can be holding on to the weight too, because your liver processes the toxins. If the toxins aren't being processed properly, you need the fat to hold on to the toxins. Even if you think, I eat so clean, I don't eat. So we got to talk about our environment, plastics in our home, the carpet, the flooring, paint, toxic skin care, skin creams, all of those things are toxins that are coming into your body. Your metabolism decreases as we age. Sedentary life. Most people are more sedentary, or you're exercising too much in the wrong way and your body's exhausted. Not eating the right foods. Even if you think, I know I'm eating healthy foods, I know I am, 99% of the women are not eating the right foods for this phase of life, because oatmeal and bananas can cause weight gain. So can gluten-free breads. What's another really? Fruit on its own. If you eat grapes as a snack, I'm sorry, but that's pure sugar. It's going to make you gain weight. Ovaries produce less estrogen, which we know. Otherwise, your adrenal glands are supposed to catch up, but if they're tired, they can't. Fat cells produce estrogen. There we go. Especially if your adrenal glands cannot. And that's what I was talking about. By the age of 35, you begin to lose a half a pound of muscle, replaced with 1.5 pound. If you are not strength training properly. So most women, I don't know, I don't like the gym. I never been to the gym. Well, there you go. All this time since the age of 35, you've been putting on fat if you're not keeping your muscle mass up. And this just talks about the adrenal glands. We're going to talk more about that under the stress. So if you want to know more about adrenal fatigue, adrenal glands, why this fat, tomorrow's here. Tomorrow's what you want to watch. You get what you ask for. People have requested fast, easy, simple takeout, take home packaged food. Absolutely. I hear it still now. What can I have? What can I grab that's a quick snack? I just want to go to the fridge, open up the fridge and have something. I just want to go to my cupboard. I don't have time. I just want to eat something quick. What's healthy that I can eat quick? Those energy bars and power bars and 100-calorie snacks and keto snacks and all that are not, they're not healthy. They may not be many calories, or they may be keto certified or whatever, but most often they don't contain really healthy ingredients. Okay. So when your body's not fed the right healthy ingredients, minerals, trace minerals, antioxidants, amino acids, vitamins, all those things, omega-3s, when it doesn't receive, those are the building blocks, the micronutrients. When it doesn't receive enough of those, it's basically being malnourished. Your cells are not being fed properly. Therefore, how can they function properly? Right? So I don't care how many calories those are. I don't care what they say they do. Are they healthy? Is something healthy for your body, right? And that's the big thing we need to look at, is what are the nutrients within the food I am consuming, not how many calories are there, not how many grams of fat or how many grams of carbs are in there. The whole carbohydrate thing drives me up the freaking wall. Broccoli is a carbohydrate. Asparagus is a carbohydrate. You're not going to, don't decrease those types of carbohydrates, right? So it's not about decreasing carbohydrates. It's about decreasing the foods that have no nutrition to them. White flours. I'm gluten-free. I make my own gluten-free breads and stuff out of healthier ingredients like buckwheat and quinoa. And what else do I use? Lentils. You can make a lentil flatbread. Now, some of these things, it's not like they're going to prevent weight. They're not going to lose weight, but they add to what you're eating, right? So gluten-free breads, most of them have a lot of chemical. Read the ingredients. Also, they are still a starch. So starchy carbohydrates, starchy things, breads, rices, lentils, beans, squashes, some of those things, right? Unfortunately, during this midlife phase or beyond, like that means if you're still got the belly fat, if you're still dealing with weight, those things, tend to cause more weight gain during this phase of life, especially if your exercise, like if your activity is not up to par. So it does, if you're very, very sedentary a lot, all day, all the time, you're not burning a lot of calories. So you're not going to like, even if you're eating super healthy, there's still this, you need to move your body. There's how to move your body, like how to exercise during this phase of life is very important, because you can be jogging, you can be running, you can be walking 3 hours a night. That is not the way to lose weight really during this phase of life. Okay. So there are also certain exercises that are best. So you might as well start doing the right. And I'm not talking about that in this video. I help you with that in my programs though. But that's also crucial. Yes, that's right, Stephanie, but you have time. You have time, Stephanie. Time is not an excuse. You do what you do and what's important to you. And I know you have time. That's totally fine. Yep, they just take a little bit of time. Once you do them, put them in the freezer, they're done. So you weighed that in grade 4. I know I'm super thin. Believe me, you guys, not everybody can be like me, or I totally say that. I myself have always been thin, right? And so when I went into midlife phase and I began to gain weight, that's when I knew something's off in my body, because this is not normal for me. But I also didn't realize what was happening, right? So we are all at different weights, different things, but what you want to do is be your healthy, feel good weight, right? Yeah, and Stephanie, so about your hunger, there are reasons why your body reacts that way to hunger, and it could be emotional, and it could be a hormone is off. Your hormones are still off, because I can go for hours without eating. I'm hungry sometimes, but I still don't eat. It's okay to be hungry. It's okay to be hungry. So many people are scared to be hungry. It's good to be hungry. It's really good to be hungry. And the way that your digestion needs a break. You know that when your digestion is constantly digesting, so also when you're snacking a lot, you're raising your blood sugar levels all the time. So that keeps you in the weight gaining, not losing weight. So those, and I used to snack all the time. And I used to snack all the time when I was in perimenopause, because I was a personal trainer. I worked out a lot, right? Now I tend to do things so that I don't snack all the time. I keep active, I keep busy. If you're sitting at a desk all day, all the time, that's the tricky part. That's the tricky part, because you tend to want to snack, right? But then it's like, okay, you are going to have so much celery and so much cucumbers because cucumbers and celery are like the best things you can snack on when you know you just want to snack. It's like, it's not really related. You don't need food. You're not going to faint. No one's going to die if they don't eat for 2 weeks, right? Basically, even. They're not going to die, right? So we got to get used to this. Our body needs rest. We can detoxify better when our digestive system is not working on overdrive. Okay. So that's just an offsite, but it's really true. And I think it's good, because I do forget to mention that. It's okay to be hungry. I'm hungry a lot, because I actually push things a bit for myself. I have, it's not my smoothie yet today. Here's my smoothie. I will go for a walk. I will do other things and say, I can wait another half an hour to eat. I can wait another half an hour. Because sometimes we eat out of habit, not out of my body needs the fuel. When your body needs the fuel, you will feel that. But if you haven't detoxified, if you're caught up in a hormone loop, if you're caught up in withdrawal symptoms from food, you will feel hungry and get lightheaded, because your body, the insulin levels have dropped all of a sudden, your blood sugar levels, because you're used to eating carbohydrates or snacking all the time to keep them high. Then when you don't, your body needs to adjust to that. It plummets and you feel dizzy and you feel lightheaded. You just got to get over those withdrawals. Those are like withdrawal symptoms. If you try a juice fast for, let's say, 1 week, you will feel that, but you will get over it. And then your system will be rebooted. And then you will feel normal, real hunger, instead of the hunger withdrawal symptoms from insulin problems and blood sugar level problems. And food is conditioned into us. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. You guys know this. Also, food is filler. Are you hungry? You need to fill up. You need to eat something to fill you up. Aren't we told that? Pasta, rice, breads, all junk. They may fill you up. They have no nutrients, so they're not fueling your body, and they're certainly not feeding your cells or your glands that produce the hormones. So the fake food that we're eating now, and that's lots of these snacks, these fast food, these prepared foods, these lean cuisines, such junk. All of these things, right? Read ingredients of every single thing, all canned food, all jarred food, all bottled food, all salad dressings, everything that you buy that has a label. Read the ingredients, not how many carbs is in there, protein. Ditch that. You want to read ingredients, okay? So the fake food, toxins in the food cause weight gain, illness and disease. They also will break down the communication of your cells because they cause your cells to duplicate unhealthy because your cells are not being fed properly. And there are also chemicals and toxins that you put in your body affect that. Loss of independence, which of course, when you're too sick, too ill, you lose your independence. Makes you tired and exhausted, depressed, hyperactive for lots of kids, food colorings, food dyes, preservatives, apathetic, brain fog, lack of motivation, inability to focus, emotional problems, and addiction to the foods, of course. That'll keep you in a cycle so bad, and your hormones get all out of balance. You eat, you're tired, you want more food, you eat the junky foods, you're tired, you're exhausted, you're gaining weight, therefore you're more tired, therefore you can't exercise. It's just a mess. Right? Get rid of the white stuff, flours, starches, sugars. Greatly decreased gluten. I'd say no gluten at all. That means if it's a gluten product, don't. Gluten is very hard on your gut. Even though you say, oh, but gluten doesn't really bother me. It would be, why don't you try giving it up completely for 2 weeks and see, and then try having it again and see if it bothers you. That's the only way to know. Same with dairy. Same with dairy. A lot of people, dairy's fine. I'm fine with dairy. Try giving it up for 1 or 2 weeks, then having it again and seeing how your gut likes it. And then you'll know for sure, okay? Eat higher alkaline foods. We're gonna talk about alkaline foods. We're gonna talk about foods that increase energy and decrease inflammation. That's coming. These are just, make veggies and greens the largest portion of your meal. This is my #1 tip. And it seems so simple. So ladies, the food is simple, okay? The food is not hard. What's hard is your excuses, stories, sabotage patterns, mindset, and stress. That's what makes all of the food hard. But otherwise, it's very simple. The food is very simple. It's, are you willing to do it, right? Are you willing to know why I'm doing this, how important it is for me, how great I will feel, and right, not focus just on the weight loss, because that's one result. And if you don't get the result, you think everything's failed, what it hasn't. You're fueling your cells, you're boosting your immune system, you're decreasing inflammation within your body. It's anti-aging when you eat the right foods, all of these things, right? It's nothing but good for you. So you can just kind of read this, see what it said. I still have a bit of caffeine, coffee, if it's okay for you, a little tiny bit. Alcohol, now that can definitely be problems with weight gain in midlife. Alcohol is really bad, actually, like especially, having a glass of wine at night will actually keep the weight on. So there's things that for a while you might have to greatly decrease or give up for a bit. If you're serious, right, you're like, no, I got to get this weight off. And for hot flashes, just a interesting note, spicy and pungent food, curry, gingers, chili, garlics, hot spices, hot sauces, all of those things will increase hot flashes, alcohol, sugar, any chocolate, all of those things. If you're not very fit, you will have more hot flashes. Doing cardio helps to reduce hot flashes, but doing cardio is not a big fat burner, not a fat burner in midlife. So the most important thing that I see most people not do well with is how they start the day. For one, we're going to talk about that in mindset. You need to start your day in a calm and centered way. Starting your day in a high stress state, that's bad for you on all levels. Hot, warm lemon water. You can even add ginger root, cinnamon, cayenne. That's Cinnamon and cayenne actually help the metabolism, help to you to release that weight. Okay. Make a double batch of smoothies and have one in the AM, one in the afternoon. One of the best things I can say, green smoothies, is having 2 a day. You'll notice the difference in inflammation, energy, and stuff within the first week. Now, I don't really like hemp seeds added to my smoothies unless I drink them right away, but super powders, mixed greens, certain fruits, not all fruits, clean protein powder, and I really recommend super powders, and definitely fresh greens. If you're in my programs, you know exactly what my smoothies go like. This is a little, sorry, I may not be able to see. It's hard for me. I don't know what you guys are seeing right now. Benefits of lemon water. Here's just something you can read. Oopsie, this is up here. There you go. So before you even have your coffee, please, please, please have lots of water, lemon water. With some people ask me about lime. Have a little bit of lime if you want instead of lemon. Have a bit of apple cider vinegar in your water if you can't have lemon or lime. Okay, something like this. Organic lemons are kind of the best. But yeah, that's how this goes. So I talked about the nutrients that are in your food and how important that is. That's what this is about. How are we doing here? Okay, who are the other 6 people on? If you're watching live, say hello. Let me know you're watching live. You can then be entered into a draw to win my 6-week program that we are starting live on September 13th. Okay, so we're starting live. So if you want to be part of that, if you want to win my 6, also, you don't have to want to win it. You don't have to win it. Let me know who's watching live. Please comment below so we know. But if you don't want to win it, you don't have to. That's all good. I can choose someone else, but I will be taking a draw for those people watching live. Okay. All right. Nutrient dense food. We're talking about, so let's say white rice is not nutrient dense. It doesn't have a lot of vitamins, minerals, essential fatty, all of those things, right? It's just white rice. It's a carbohydrate. It's good to, if it does give you energy if you're in your 20s, 30s, and early 40s, right? And you want to run or you want to white, that's carbohydrate. Burns into like a sugar, gives your muscles fuel to go to work for you, just like potatoes, right? But it really doesn't have a lot of nutrients. Brown rice has more fiber, is better, a bit better for minerals, although it does cause weight gain, but you know what I mean? Like, so there are different variations of everything. Wild rice has more nutrients, more fiber, things like that. So there's different levels. The most nutrient dense foods are greens, fresh greens, Swiss chard, kale, arugula, mustard greens, all of those types of greens, right? Your greens, romaine lettuce is pretty good. Those greens are a higher protein content, plus they have a lot of minerals, trace minerals, and essential fatty acids in them, believe them or not. Vegetables like broccoli, things that, well, bok choy is a good green too, really good for calcium. Foods like broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus and all of those also very, very, very nutrient dense foods. They, yes, have protein. We got to remember that vegetables, greens have protein. Fruit has protein too. It's not all about just having animal protein, but it also, you can, like in my programs, I help you eat right for you. That means you may be someone who eats meat. You may be someone who doesn't. You may be someone who can't eat eggs. You may be someone who can eat eggs and fish. I do. I eat eggs, fish, but no other meat, right? So every body is different. And the most important thing you can do is learn what works for your body. That's why certain diets don't work for some people. And this is not a diet that I promote. This is about eating right for you during this phase of life to promote. And we're talking post-menopause too. If you still don't feel like your body's not that great, you know, oh, it must be something I'm eating, then it doesn't matter what phase you're in. All this information is good for you. So nutrient dense foods, that's what I was talking about. They help your body release weight. And if you continue to eat them, it is permanent weight loss. It's not like a diet where you eat really strict and you may eat some just low calorie foods that are junk. You may release the weight, but when you go back to eating foods again, you gain the weight again because you're not quite sure, well, I'm not really sure how to eat normally, right? I show you in all my programs how to eat normally every single day forever. Sometimes you need to be a little cleaner at first, but it's also about, you know, you can do these eat 5 days super healthy, and then on the weekend you can have some of your other things, right? So there's lots of ways you can do it that'll work for you, but it's basically making sure that you consistently eat foods and know what foods you're eating that are healthy, the healthy foods. So nutrient dense foods also feeds the glands that produce the hormones. Therefore, your body is going to produce the hormones better. If your glands are not being fed properly, they can't do their job. Nutrient dense foods also decrease inflammation and boost your immune system. Okay, now this is from the book Eat to Live. The book Eat to Live is an old book. It's an old book. The recipes I don't always agree with, but the information in the book Eat to Live by Joel Fuhrman, Dr. Joel Fuhrman, is absolutely fantastic. So here's kind of like this was done years ago, remember, a nutrient dense list, okay? Look at this. Now, super powders, the super powders I use and going to talk about would be above dark leafy greens. They'd be higher. The highest things would be some of the super powders. Also things like seaweeds, which so many people have all the time. So there are foods that could be above dark leafy greens, like so nutrient dense, so rich, so alkaline, right? That's why I stress making sure you are getting salads too, making sure you are getting 2 green smoothies a day, because those are the most nutrient dense foods on the planet. Hemp is one, chia is also one. They're super foods, okay? And then look at what's next. Asparagus, broccoli, string beans, snow peas, green peas, nutrient vegetables. And then we go down a little bit. You got your beets, eggplant, mushrooms, onion, radishes, bean sprouts. So here are just some things, right? And then we have the fruits. Then we go to beans. So look at the top, right? Now, these are light foods. They're not going to fill you up a whole bunch, but when your body receives the nutrients it needs, that's what it's looking for. Your cells, your body's going, thank you for feeding me all these top ones, nutrient dense foods. Oh my God, I feel amazing. You fed me, therefore I'm not that hungry anymore. If you fill up on non-nutrient dense foods, you will constantly feel hungry again. I'm hungry again. I'm hungry again. I'm hungry again. Okay? Because your body's not really getting fed properly. So then we go to raw nuts and seeds, unroasted, right? That are very nutrient dense. They have the minerals, they have protein, they have tons of fiber, and they have good fats. Then we go to colorful starchy vegetables. Then we go to, I would say, like, I have to say, I took this from the book, but I would think fish is up. I would put fish above grains in my thing. Absolutely. I would put fish above grains. I can't believe it's there. But anyways, and wild meat, I would think would be above that. So who knows? I would have wild meat and fish up above this, but hey, right? Red meat, refined grain products, refined oils. Sugar is not even existent on it, right? Now, these are just some foods listed, okay? I don't want to go into great detail, the exact foods. All vegetables, basically, all greens are all really high in alkaline, really good for your body. So therefore, they increase energy. They help your body detoxify, all the things we've been talking about here. They help your body detoxify. They promote weight loss. They decrease inflammation. They give you energy. So all the foods that do all those things are the same freaking foods. That's why the food is easy. There's no complication in this, right? It is just an understanding. Our mung beans, hi, Melissa. Okay, are mung beans and soybeans good? Oh, there's Evie. Sorry, I just saw these, so let me know. Watching live, and I love how much you try to. Yeah, you're welcome, Eve. I'm almost 50 and just beginning to experience weight gain, hot flashes, so I know it's really done good. Well, I have the perfect program starting September 13th, and maybe you might win it since you're here live. So, hi, Melissa. Melissa, are mung beans and soybeans good? Okay, mung beans or mung bean sprouts. So mung bean sprouts. The sprout is always the best and easiest and best for nutrition, like broccoli sprouts, alfalfa sprouts, mung bean sprouts. Fantastic, absolutely amazing. Mung beans themselves, yes, mung beans are actually good. Now, Melissa, they are starch, so you wouldn't want to have huge amounts of them because of the weight gain. But if you combine cooked mung beans with tons of vegetables, then yes, and that's how I eat them. I love mung beans cooked. Soybeans, if now you want to get organic, non-GMO tofu or tempeh only, edamame organic. Hi, Linda. Soybeans, if you are in perimenopause, which means you still have your period, I would greatly decrease the soy because it can have estrogenic effects. If you have breast cancer or breast cancer in your family, then don't eat a lot of it. The best would be to have tempeh, which is a fermented soy. And the best way to cook it is to marinate it in something and bake it. But I teach all that in my programs too. The in-depth food stuff you learn in my programs, and you get all the recipes, like a million freaking recipes that are easy. So I would say mung beans, yes. When you're eating any type of beans, lentils, or anything, you need to have a very small portion, but lots and lots of vegetables with them. Mung beans with coleslaw. You mean mung bean sprouts or cooked mung beans? Let me know what you're doing. Mung bean sprouts with coleslaw would be fantastic. Cooked mung beans with coleslaw. That might be odd, but coleslaw is not, you want to have lots of greens too. So coleslaw is okay. Ditch the mayonnaise. You don't want mayonnaise. You don't want mayonnaise. You do not want mayonnaise cooked. That's weird. That's so neat, Melissa. Don't buy bottled sauces, salad dressings, mayonnaise, all of those, full of junk. You in my programs, you get things that you can substitute that are much better. I can't get into everything here. It's just so much stuff, right? But you can just add a salad dressing to your coleslaw, make a healthy salad dressing instead of using the mayonnaises, even veganese. I do not agree with vegan junk. Okay. One thing I do not agree with is vegan meats, vegan junk, vegan mayonnaise, and vegan cheeses. Now, yes, I do sometimes have those things, vegan cheeses. Yes. I do sometimes have vegan cheeses. So, I mean, it's just moderation. It's not like they're not healthy. So remember, vegan cheese is not healthy at all. Vegan meats are not healthy at all. Vegan mayonnaise is not healthy at all. So there's stuff that are not good for your body, but in moderation. If you are vegan, then have them in moderation. I still eat French fries. So, moderation. So these are like all gluten things are acidic. All breads, pastas, all of those things. So when you have more of acidic foods, they cause inflammation in your body, they decrease your energy, and they're not good for your immune system. So foods that are higher in alkaline, and you can Google those, but they're right here. Foods that are higher in alkaline will help your body detoxify, will give you more energy, will decrease inflammation, will boost your immune system, and make you feel better, right? Depends on if you have autoimmune disease. So of course you have to really watch a whole bunch of things too. Okay. Now here's some general foods that help decrease inflammation. Like I said, you're going to notice these are the foods that are high nutrient dense foods. Super powders, absolutely. I don't have super powders in here, but they're in the number one thing I would recommend, like a chlorella, a spirulina, mixed green powder, wheatgrass, alfalfa, moringa. I'm going to talk about super powders in a minute. But here are some of them, okay? Now remember raw walnuts, but also you need to get raw organic walnuts and probably soak them in water for like 6 hours, drain them and rinse them. So there's things you got to do with nuts and seeds. Okay, now these are not in order necessarily. So I may have 17, but it's not in order. Please, wheatgrass is highly, highly great for your body. It's just, I put it down. I just typed these out and put them down. I labeled them 17, but I probably shouldn't have put a number. There is no, it doesn't mean one is better, right? I don't have them in order. Please know that. I just wrote them down. Okay, so I'm just showing you guys the super powder. That's so amazing, Carlene. Good for you. Now, what I suggest is starting with a good green powder blend, because you don't want to go buying a million super powders, right? Spirulina's one you want to look for in your powder. You can get, if you have a mixed green powder, spirulina, chlorella, moringa, and then whatever else might, but only get a mixed green powder with like 5 ingredients or 3 ingredients or 4 ingredients. Don't get one with 500 ingredients. It's not going to, it's going to be too little of everything. I don't really have, goji berries are not that common. You may not like them. So let's just delete that for now. I would say a good green powder blend. Wheatgrass is excellent. Spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, moringa. If you can find a mixed green powder with those in it, it's fantastic. Another thing I highly recommend is baobab powder and camu powder. They are vitamin C, very, very high in vitamin C and calcium. Extremely good for you. I always have either camu or baobab. These are good for your immune system and your skin, but I mean, so good for your immune system. This is the only way I take vitamin C is with a super powder, because they are a pure, no fillers, no additives. They're made from, these both are berries. So I can't even stress it enough. Either baobab or camu for your vitamin C. Add them to your smoothie. Ashwagandha is something that helps your body decrease stress, handle stress better, but it tastes terrible. So it would be good to have, I don't like it, some people do, have it in a capsule. Moringa, one of the healthiest, best super powders you can buy. Good for so many things. And then maca, again, does not taste good. I would not add it to your smoothie. It would be something you have in a chocolate smoothie or capsule. Couldn't get that word. Capsule. Oh my God, that is so funny. How are you guys doing? Remember, for those watching the replay, let me know you've watched the replay. Okay. And if you have questions, of course, let me know what you think. Give me your input, right? And if you ask questions, I will come back and answer them. It's always so good for me to know what questions, because I know all this stuff inside and out. So to me, it's like, I can't think of some of the questions you guys might have, right? Because I've been doing this for so long. I've helped hundreds of women through this midlife phase and beyond lose weight, boost their immune system, decrease inflammation, just feel so much more vibrant, have healthier, youthful, glowing skin. Your clothes fit better, decrease the bloating, improve digestive problems. What are some other things? Oh, the brain fog lifted, better focus, better concentration, all of those things, right? When you bring your body back into better balance, you feel better on all levels. If there's areas that you're still problem with, there's most likely there's something out of balance. That's what I work on with you in my programs. We try to figure out what still could be the problem. And I have a 6-week program coming up, my midlife reset. That is one of the best program I have done. It's 6 weeks. It's probably going to be 7 weeks for those who jump in now. And that is basically working on the body, mind, and soul, right? Because that's what's needed. So the best diet, what's my best diet for menopause? Well, there isn't one. There isn't the best diet, because each woman is different. So there's a best way of eating for you, and the best way of eating for your best friend may be different, right? That's what you need to find out. And it's not too hard when you understand what you're looking for. I don't believe you need to count macros. A lot of people do. What I have found about counting macros is people will get so caught up in the counting, they're not worried about what they are actually eating. Sugar is a carbohydrate. I don't care how many grams of carbohydrates you say are safe in a day. If most of them are sugar, that's wrong, right? Protein is a carbohydrate, but if you're eating crappy, bad protein, it's not good for your body, right? Count calories, exact same thing. A donut is a donut is a donut. I don't care how many calories it is. Weigh your food, same thing. A pound of fat or a pound of broccoli. Doesn't make sense, does it? Eat smaller portions, absolutely not. Why would you have a small salad, right? Depends on what you're eating. Smaller portions for your starchy starches and for your meat products, larger portions for your veggies and greens, right? So all of these things, the way we've been taught to think, and sometimes it's so hard to get out of, they've screwed up and confused people. And that's why we're having so many problems. Can you recommend a brand of super green powder to purchase? I live in Canada, Eve. Where do you live? Do you live in the US or do you live in Canada? If you live in Canada, I can tell you one. Otherwise, I don't know. You have to go to a really good health food store in your area and ask for one that contains spirulina, chlorella, wheatgrass, moringa. Arizona, there you go. You're in the US, yeah. So you want to look for some of the ingredients that I spoke about. And you want a super powder, green powder that only has like 4 ingredients, because then you get a good amount of each, right? If you have like chlorella is expensive, spirulina is expensive. So if you have a mixed green powder and chlorella and spirulina are the least ingredients, it's not going to help you. You might as well ditch it. You want very few ingredients, and you want the really good ingredients for sure to be there. Or start with just spirulina. If you're going to buy one, buy spirulina. Chlorella tastes terrible. Not everybody likes chlorella, okay? Spirulina is a good one to start with, or wheatgrass if you can't find a good mixed one. So misconceptions that you need lots of protein. Oh my God, I'm so tired of that. People are lacking minerals. People are lacking minerals. People are lacking minerals. Yes, if you don't eat if you are vegan and you don't eat a lot of vegetables and greens and good fats, you will definitely be, you will have problems with nutrition. You will be malnutrition, and you might have protein deficiency. Absolutely, positively. Green powders like chlorella and spirulina are very high in protein. So if you're not eating enough of the good foods and you're decreasing some other things, yes, you can end up with great deficiencies and really unhealthy. And that's why some people see vegans are so unhealthy, or these types of people look so unhealthy and gone, because they may not be eating enough of the right foods, okay? Another misconception is fruit is a great snack. Not in menopause, not in fair. That'll cause you to gain weight right away. You're not going to just eat a melon, or you just eat a mango. That's pure sugar to your body. A lot of people say keto is best for midlife. Keto if I tried to eat keto as in meat, my body would shut down. I could eat higher fat, being a vegan, higher fat, good fats, yes, but I cannot do meat. Exercise more to lose weight? Absolutely not. If you are in perimenopause, you're under stress, you're tired, you're fatigued, your body's going through all the changes, too much exercise will completely break down your body. I am proof of that. I went through that. Calories in, calories out. Again, what are in the calories you are eating more important than how many calories? Now I'm just going to show you some testimonials of some people I worked with, because this is what's possible. I want you to know it's possible. We get to figure out, it doesn't mean it's overnight. It doesn't mean that there's not a few things going on in your body, right? Hormonal imbalances can be tricky. Some people lose weight really fast and easily. Other people have more of a thing, but it's also about health. Remember that. Worked with Leisha. She dropped 10 plus pounds in 4 weeks, just by changing what she ate. And she's pretty good at yoga and all that, right? So she already had that aspect. This is from my midlife reset program. 18.5 pounds Alice did. Kimberly, 12 pounds. Another lady, Jen, lost 16.5 pounds. This is by, we worked on Mind, Body, Soul. Remember, this is the program I'm starting September 13th. So if you're somebody who's seriously like, I want to be healthy, if you have excess weight, I want to lose the weight, I want to do the Mind, Body, Soul thing, because you know that is health, right? We work on stress, we work on the mindset. Then Midlife Reset is the program. $497 now for 3.5 days, then it goes up. Okay, so message me. I'll give you the link anyways. Jeanette, 6 pounds. Beverly, another 6 pounds in one of my programs. And then Carol was all about the health, and her sister too. So much, I know it's a long testimonial, talking about the group, talking about how much this improved their health and overall well-being. June, 12 pounds. Kelly, it was about understanding. Oh, I didn't quite understand what the foods were like or what was really healthy for this phase of life and all of that. And once you learn that, everything becomes easier. She started saying your cravings go away. And here's Jen, who lost 16 pounds in my one of my programs. And then Janet, 8, she got down to a weight she was 8 years ago. So there's things, yes, but it's also about the health, right? It's so important that you realize that why you're doing it is so that your body functions better, you live better, right? You feel better, and you're doing what's best for your body, okay? That's the most important part of this program. I cannot stress it enough. Here's the link, midlife reset. My website / midlife reset. $497 for 3 days, then it goes up. So if you want in, we start September 13th. I'd highly suggest this. It'll change everything. We're going to, yeah, it's got the food, it's got the stress reduction, it's got the mindset. So we're going to talk a bit about the body. Do you guys have any questions? I'm going to stop the share to see if you have any questions. Take a breath, Diana. Woo, Jen's on. Look at 28 pounds now. Jen's one of my clients, 28 pounds. Look at that. Great, Stephanie. 7 super greens is perfect. That's really good. Yeah, if you can share your super powder, Stephanie, if you want, in this group, and the list of the greens it has in it, that would be good. So, do you guys have any questions? Any more questions? I'm going to take a drink. Now, if you also want the replay, ladies, because this is going to come down from this group, I'm going to do 3 videos. If you want the replays to all the 3 videos, let me know below. I will give you a link to sign up to get the emails with the replays. So you'll always have them. I'm going to put it on my website on a password protected page. Are the recipes really easy? Yes, because you can keep it easy for you. I help you keep it easy for you. So Linda, in the 6-week program, we also do Zooms once a week. So you have a Zoom coaching call video. You can talk to me, I can talk to you, and it's a small group of women. So I get to help you individually throughout the 6 weeks. That's the biggest thing about my programs. I am there for you. It is not, you just get the information and you're left on your own. Okay. So I can help you, tell you this is how you can eat that keeps it simple. Everybody is different. So absolutely. I can help you keep things simple for you. If you're willing to like really go simple and say, I'm willing to eat these foods and I'm willing to keep it simple. It's not about breads. It's not about pastas, right? It's still you making sure you have the food in your home, the vegetables. It's real food. It's not junk food. It's not like pack. You don't have to buy weird food. It's not real weird food. It's real food, right? Okay. Ooh, this has been loaded. You know, I don't give this much information in these that often. I decided that today I was going to do these videos and give you everything I got, so much, except I can't help you one-on-one here. You know, over 6 weeks, my program, I can help you over 6 weeks. That's huge. Better than just one full day of learning everything. This can be a lot of information. So when you get this right, you have more energy, less cravings, body naturally detoxifies, fat loss, no more bloating and puffiness, sleep better, less water retention, decrease inflammation, healthy immune system, less hot flashes, more youthful skin, clothes fit better, and you feel better, less anxiety, better balanced moods, tone and shape your body and muscles is when you're exercising right for this phase of life. It's not going to happen by your food. I'm talking about exercise too. Less achy, ability to feel more calm, joy during the day, because we work on those mindful practices throughout the 6 weeks too. The soul aspect of your journey. What can I do to feed my soul? Right? That means you are willing to work on all of you, right? More testimonials. Sharon was a great one, and I have another one regarding health, I think. Her doctor told her, like, she's in her 60s, that she goes, keep doing what you're doing, because oh my God, you are doing amazing. Well, she said within 2 weeks her energy levels were going in the right directions. Everything, like her doctors, like she said, my doctors were amazed at how well I'm doing. And what she was doing was she decreased her exercise, ladies. She was exercising too much and changed how she ate. And she had amazing, so decreased exercise. And I know that sounds crazy, but she was someone who was kind of addicted to exercise. But when you're stressed, that doesn't work. Yeah. Sherry was one. So I spent thousands of dollars elsewhere in the past, but learned more from Diana. And Kate was with me for quite a while. She lost over 30 pounds. Because you can take my programs and one program after another, right? So that's what, after 2 years of trying different things, I finally started losing weight. Yolanda. Here's another one for health. Check up cholesterol down 35 points, blood sugar down 20 points, no longer pre-diabetic. All my numbers improved. Blood pressure 120 over 64. I mean, this is truly about health, of course. And Stephanie joined my program for the mindset part of it, the mental health part of it, the stress reduction, more joy and happiness. And that's what happens when you begin to bring things better, right? So now this is something I truly believe, the doctor of the future. This was written by Thomas Edison. So how many years ago? Hundreds of years ago, 100 of years ago or so. The doctor of the future will no longer treat human frame as a physical being with drugs, but rather will cure or prevent disease with nutrition. And now I believe it's nutrition and soul practices, like our emotions, our feelings, the energy, our energy of our body is so, so important. Energy medicine is going to be the biggest thing. Nutrition and energy medicine will be the thing that cures, prevents disease, all of it. So that is coming to me 100%. I know it. And again, the website, you guys, dianamarchand.com/midlife-reset to read more about that program. And please feel free to contact me if you want to talk to me on the phone. No obligation. If you want to know, is this program good for me? I don't know. Should I take it? Talk to me on the phone. I will not force you. I will not pressure you. I will give you the facts. I will talk to you. I will let you know everything I can, and you make your decision. Okay. Seaweed shake. Okay. As well as all my energy allows. Right. Okay. Yeah, there's definitely things you can do, Linda. There's things like raw soups, getting your smoothies right. Depends on how many potatoes you're eating, things like that, right? But I get what you're doing. And steaming is not the healthy way to do your veggies. You actually lose a lot of nutrients when you steam your veggies. I show you a way of cooking them super fast and really easy. That's not steaming. That's just one thing that really makes a difference too, right? Hi, Deborah. Excellent. That sounds like a really good one, Deborah. Amazing grasses. Good one. I love that. So all of you here will be entered your name into a draw. If I contact you and you do not want to do my program, that is totally fine. I will just pick another name. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Did I share my screen in those last testimonials? I didn't, did I? Oh my good Lord, Diana. Diana. Or I don't even know. This is so weird. Okay. Oh, excellent, Deborah. The program is 6 weeks. So I did good. What days will the program be? Oh, Jan, you're so great. We do our Zoom calls on the weekend because of the UK people, but I work with the women in the group on what is best times for them. I have 2 live Facebook videos a week that'll work. I make sure I work with everybody in the group. Let's just say that, Deborah. I get everybody's info, what's best for them, and I make sure they have some time with me. And that, yeah, it takes work, believe me. It's a lot of moving things around. But yeah, so I do a Zoom call, and then I do 2 Facebook lives during the week for the people that are always in the group. So the Zoom call is the coaching call, and it's once a week. Yes, she can talk to me, Deborah, if you want her to give me a call. No obligation, no, I mean, I literally would never, it's just for, if she wants information, she can feel free to message me. Oh, great, Janet. I will give you the link for the replays. So glad you love my groups, Jen. Yes, my groups are amazing. Women love them. They keep wanting to do more and more. So if you've never done one of my groups, highly suggested. $4.97 for a few days, then it goes to $5.97, then to $6.97, ladies. So if you want in, let me know. The link is dianamarchand.com/midlife-reset. Okay, tomorrow we are on stress. Like I said, one of the most important topics. You will be shocked at how important this is and how big of a topic it is. So make sure you are here 4:30 p.m. tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. See you there, ladies. Thank you so much for showing up, for being here, for taking such great care of you just by being interested in this, which is amazing. And if I could find my Zoom, I would shut it off. Stop video. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. I don't even know if I stopped, right?